Hello everyone, I am back with some very simple cards today. I will be using this stamp set by Hero Arts. This is one of their minis. It's by Leah Griffith and this is called Enjoy Fruit. And I'll also be using this one from Concord&9th, and this is the Sophisticated Script stamp set. I really love this alpha stamp. It's so gorgeous. The letters are very easy to align and it's so much fun because you can create your own sentiments or quotes or anything you want to do with this. You can use it for any type of card, any occasion card. So for my first card I will use an inspirational quote. So the whole idea for this card started with this small stamp set, and I wanted to do something with these lemons, so I've searched on Google a quote with lemons, and I found one. Well, actually there are several fun quotes, but they won't fit on my standard size card. And this is also great for like making something to put on your wall, to make something bigger than a card. It's very fun to work with. So I'm gonna start by layering my words. So I'm gonna stamp each line of my quote here with some different inks. I will start with this Audrey Blue, and I have my chamois here from Lawn Fawn to the side. This reminds me of those sponges for like kitchen. I used to use these for my kitchen some while back, and I think I'm gonna have to search for them at my local store or something, because I'm pretty sure that these are the same thing with those kitchen sponges. So my quote will say, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. I think it's a very fun quote and a very positive one, just to look at the full side of the glass or something like that. And you can see that these are so easy to align. If you want to be precise, you can pay attention and align the line from the previous letter with this thin line from your next letter, but I'm not gonna be too picky about it. You'll have to stamp each letter at a time, because you cannot mount this onto your block, a whole word onto your block and stamp, as you kind of have to connect each letter. This font is such a gorgeous font. I really love this brush letter font, and it's so in trend right now. And as I said, I think it works great for any type of card, and you can build your own sentiment or quote. You can also make personalized cards and stamp a person's name or a particular event from their life. It's very fun, and I do have several alpha stamps, but none like this one, and this is simply gorgeous. So if you want a good alpha stamp, I definitely recommend this one, because it's pretty unique in its style. I'm gonna move on to my next color, and I have the dull pink, and I'll be speeding this up as the process is the same. Stamping some of these lemons and color them in with my Copics. Stamping these with my favorite thing, steel gray. This is a very dark gray. It's pretty similar to black. So let's see. I'm gonna stamp one here. And I think I'm gonna stamp some to the side also, and I will be trimming them out and add them onto my card with some foam dots. Okay, I don't know how many I will be using, but I'm gonna quickly color these with two Copic markers. I have Y06 and Y15. These are the only yellow markers that I have from Copic. I'm just adding a bit of shadow. And I'm gonna be stamping some leaves, and I did separate this stamp here that has this leaf attached. I just cut it with my scissors so I can stamp this in a different color. And I'm gonna be using the green leaf. So I'll just put a small foam dot to the back, and I'm gonna adhere my lemons. And I have here my card base and also a strip of some pattern paper, and I'm just gonna lay this on top and adhere it like this. Lately time is an issue for me, so each time I find a bit of free time, I just have to make some very simple cards, otherwise I'm not gonna make any video at all. I'm gonna add a bit of shimmer to my lemons. And let's see if I can put some more. Maybe I'll put one more there. I'm just gonna use a regular adhesive tape. And I'll also be adhering some clear sequins, just a couple of them. And I'm using the medium matte as always. Okay. And that finishes my first card. Now for my second card, I already stamped and embossed the sentiment, and I've used as inspiration the strawberries from this tiny set. So I did this "You're So Berry Sweet." I didn't catch this on camera because I stamped on this piece of vellum and with my Versamark clear ink, and it was impossible for me to show you each letter, and anyhow the process is the same as on my first card. So I'm gonna put this aside and continue with the rest of my card. I have here a piece of some white cardstock, and I will be stamping and embossing this large background stamp from Simon. So I'm gonna first put some anti-static powder down because this is a huge area, and I'm gonna quickly ink this up with my Versamark. I'm just gonna press my paper onto my stamp, and I probably shouldn't do this this way, but this is a very simple design, so if I get some ink in between the large lines, I can remove it. I can remove the powder after with a brush, because when I press I kind of go with my fingers in between the big lines also. And the embossing powder that I'm using is Metallic Gold Reach by Wow. I'm gonna give this a second to cool, and then I'll be running it through my Big Shot with this large rectangle die from Simon. I want to add a bit of color to this card, so I'm gonna be adding a bit of color onto a piece of watercolor cardstock that I've die cut with another stitched die from the same set by Simon. And I'm gonna be using my Kuretake colors and just make a wash. I have my water here to the side, and I'm just gonna add water to this piece. And I'm gonna pick up a very pretty pink color. Just gonna drop it in here. And because this card started with the berries, I'm gonna be stamping some of these berries. There are 2 in this set. I'm gonna be stamping the big one and do some embossing also. And I have this red geranium embossing powder from Ranger. So here are my 3 strawberries cut out. I have my card base that's a top folding card, so I can now mount all these pieces. Of this alphabet stamp set. It's absolutely beautiful. It's elegant, but you can also use it in a more fun way and create some various types of cards. I hope I gave you some inspiration. I thank you all for watching, and I will be seeing you soon. Bye bye.